You know what today is, don't you?
No, it's C-Day.
That's right. I know 800 hours. You gonna be able to make it okay?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't miss it for anything. I mean, I have to cut my morning classes.
Well, don't get yourself in trouble.
Hey, I haven't come this far to miss the payoff, Captain. I'll be there. You can count on it.
Okay, pal.
All right.
We're gonna show bottoms up.
Okay. Ciao.
Hello, you're waking. Ivo!
Let's get rid of him. Let's do it now.
When we find you, you were nearly dead.
Where?
Almost a mile off the coast. In the middle of the night, you almost drowned.
I'm grateful.
You're welcome. Americans are most polite.
Where are we now?
We are near Monterey, anchored in a small harbor.
Don't feel too great.
Water?
Yeah.
Wait. I will send my friend ashore, and he will bring back something for you to eat. He needs food. Go get some food. Don't pay any attention to him. He has grown bitter with 4 wives and many jobs. Now, let's see to your wounds.
Hello?
Hello, Mason at Santana.
Well, good morning.
Good morning. I just wanted to find out, if you knew anything about Gina DeMont's son. Did they find him?
Yeah, I thought Dad would have told you. He turned up not long after I talked to you last night.
Oh, thank God. You know, I was really worried about him.
Yeah, we all were.
Well, what happened?
Oh, he found his way into a linen closet and fell asleep. Would you, like to talk to Dad?
No, that's all right. I just wanted to find out what happened to Gina's son.
That's all?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Goodbye. This is very odd. I just don't understand this at all.
What don't you understand, darling?
Well, I feel like something is going on between Cece and Gina DeMont. I'm sure of it.
I'm not sure what you mean by going on.
Well, they've been spending half of their time together.
They've been friends for a long time now.
Only friends.
That's all I know about. He doesn't confide in me about her or you.
You know, Gina's husband and Cece were business partners. And when he died, Cece started spending all of his time with Gina and her son. You know, she was visiting Santa Barbara and she ended up staying and staying.
I think maybe you're getting a little jealous.
Jealous?
Of Cece. What do you think?
Don't be silly. I'm not jealous. Well, maybe a little.
Don't be. Jealousy isn't a very healthy emotion.
You just know me too well.
I should hope so. Why are you jealous of Gina DeMont?
Well, I have 2 very good reasons. Number 1, she's got a son. And number 2, Cece's been spending a lot of time and paying a lot of attention to both of them. He's very fond of them. Maybe I could give Cece a son.
Peter, I just want you to know how very grateful I am to you for finding Brandon. I didn't want to admit it at the time, but I was very close to giving up hope.
Well, CC, it was just luck that I stumbled on him. I'd like to take credit for more than sheer luck, but I'm afraid I can't.
No. This morning, you're a real hero.
All right, well, I won't fight that. You know, CC, the other night, I was in and out of the presidential suite several times while the search was going on. And once while I was in there, I overheard you talking to Gina about the fact that you had helped her find a son to adopt. I had no idea that Brandon was adopted.
I never realized you overheard that.
Well, I hope you're not upset about it. I just think it's a wonderful thing that you did for Gina and her husband. And I think everyone should know about it.
Peter, that whole arrangement was private and meant to stay that way. Under no circumstances are you to mention what you heard to anyone. Is that clear?
Yeah, sure, CC, whatever you say. I'll forget I heard anything about it.
That shirt looks very big on you, I think.
No, it's okay. Thanks for letting me wear it, for everything else you've done for me.
What is your name?
Joe, what's yours?
Jasna.
Jasna? That's an unusual name.
More unusual than Joe.
Well, to me. Where do you come from?
We come from many places. We are tourists. Now we are visiting California.
No, what I meant is, where's your home?
Oh, for me, home is Yugoslavia.
You're a long way from home.
Yes, very far. We came to California for the Olympics and we decided to stay longer.
So you like it here then?
Yes, very much.
Yeah, well, I've never been to Yugoslavia.
Then someday you must come and visit us.
I'd like to find some way to repay you.
We could not just let you float by.
Jasna! Jasna!
What's up?
Look,
You are Joe Perkins? The police is looking for you?
Yeah, that's me. Jasna, would you ask him please to put the gun away? I'm not going to hurt anybody.
Put it away.
no.
Do as I say.
Thanks again.
You will stay with us until it gets dark. And then when it is safe, we will give you a little money. We do not have much to give. And you may go. For now, we will give you food to eat and you may rest here.
I don't know why you're helping me, but I appreciate it. And if it'll make you feel any better, I didn't do any of those things they say I did.
I've been told to inform you that Operation Genesis is attracting some flies. Representatives of Eastern Bloc countries are presently in the Santa Barbara area looking for the same thing you are.
That's very interesting. I'll keep my eyes open. Now, what about Joe Perkins?
We're calling off the search. We need the planes and the ship in other areas.
You do that, you might as well be signing his death warrant.
Sorry, Cruz, but that's how it has to be. Orders from upstairs. We'll be in touch. Over and out.
Terrific. Just a second.
Hey, Chris, how you doing? Any news of Joe?
Nothing at all, actually. There's no sign of him anywhere. You okay?
Cruz, if we find out he's dead, I don't know how I'm going to be able to live with this.
I'm sorry I can't give you better news, Kelly.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, though. Whether he's found or not, I've made up my mind that I'm going to carry on with Joe's investigation of Channing's death.
You're what?
I've got to, Cruz. I owe it to him.
You're crazy.
I'm going to do it. And you can help me by telling me whatever you know. Everything you and Joe talked about and figured out.
Listen, Kelly. Take my word for it. You don't want to get involved in this. I can handle it.
Why? Why you and not me?
It just wouldn't be smart for you to be mixed up in it.
come on, Cruz.
Look, Joe made somebody very angry when he started poking around asking questions. You got to keep in mind what kind of guy we're dealing with here. Whoever he is, he murdered Channing. If you get close to exposing him, you could be a target.
I don't care. I have to do this.
For Joe.
Yeah. Look, I talked to Dominic and he said he was willing to help me.
Please, don't do this.
I'm gonna do it.
Will you at least let me know the next time you plan to see Dominic? Call me ahead of time.
Why?
So I can go along and look out for you?
Man, will you stop? I don't need protection from Dominic.
Wrong. You need protection from everybody. You're a genuine babe in the woods when it comes to this kind of thing, Kelly.
I am so tired of people thinking of me that way. Helpless, innocent little Kelly, as if I didn't have a brain in my head.
I didn't say that. You got plenty of brains. I just don't want to see him splattered all over Santa Barbara. Isn't there any way I can talk you out of this?
Nope. No way. Not a chance.
You're awfully damn stubborn, you know that?
Yeah, I am when I believe in something.
Your whole family is stubborn.
Oh, yeah? Well, we think you're kind of stubborn yourself.
Yeah, but in me, it's attractive. Promise me one thing.
Not till I know what it is.
That you'll watch yourself around Dominic? That you don't trust him for a minute?
Why are you so suspicious of him?
I don't know. There's just something weird about the guy. So listen to what I'm telling you. Be very, very careful.
Although greatly diminished in size, the search continues for Joe Perkins. The official search and rescue teams have been joined by a smattering of individual volunteers. Still, it is generally agreed there is little hope for success. Perkins was recently released from prison after serving 5 years for the shooting of Channing Capwell Jr. in 1979. Sports and weather in a moment.
Oh, you look familiar.
Oh, no, senorita. I've never seen you before in my life. I'm sure I'd remember someone so pretty, so hermosa y simpático. I'm a humble painter.
Danny, what are you doing here?
Well, it's a real special morning. I mean, it's the kind of morning that I would walk a mile for a camel. Remember, I said that, okay?
The guys are being so mysterious. Ted, will you please tell us what is going on now?
No, just you wait. You'll see soon
I'll
enough.
go to class.
No, you can't do that. Not yet. No can do.
Why not?
Because the door is locked.
It's locked. Come on, let's see. How did you know it was locked?
Oh, because in my school they lock the doors, and they're locked until someone comes to unlock them when they're locked, like that, right?
Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Danny. Does he look silly?
I know. I look like I should be selling used cars or something.
I wish Mr. Bottoms would get here.
Yeah, me too. I want to make my 11 o'clock gym class.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, did you see this?
What?
Joe Perkins. Will you keep that quiet,
No,
please?
I wasn't talking about that. I mean here, where it says about a camel is missing from a traveling circus.
What?
A camel.
Yeah.
What? Let me see that. Camel disappeared?
Sure.
Well.
That's strange.
Camel wanders off in the middle of the night.
Well, Danny, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Me? No, I only know what I read in the papers. But I hope that what happens makes you feel better.
Makes me feel better. I can tell you that. That was me. My stomach. My stomach was growling. I had a small breakfast.
Oh, with a stomach that makes noises like that, you should be in a circus.
Just watch it, Howard.
Good morning, youngsters.
Mr. Myers.
Well, now I'm glad to see you all assembled and pounding at the doors of learning. I'm looking forward to today's class with genuine relish. I think I found a new way to bring you poor souls to education. Excuse me, but what are you doing here?
Yo no hablo inglés, solamente español.
Oh, well, make it white, please. Now, today I have a pop quiz for all of you, and if you flunk, there will be no makeup.
Oh, no makeup?
Young man, we get very few second chances in life. I see no reason why you should expect them in school. Now, I am trying to make good citizens out of you. I intend to turn out disciplined, hard workers who do their homework first time around. Oh, by the way, I had Ted bring in a few plants into the classroom yesterday. You see, I felt that a little greenery would make everything a little bit more, well, would add to the ambiance. And... What is that horrid smell? My plants. My beautiful plants. Who could have done this? Oh, dear God. A camel. Let me ask you a question. Did you eat my plants like this? How dare...
Well, I guess I'll be going now.
Yes.
See you guys.
I think
Here, have some more plants.
we better help Mr. Bottoms up. Come on. Are you all right?
Oh, are you all right? Oh, Mr. Bottoms, here, let me... Yeah. Oh.
Are you okay?
Oh, camels. Camels in my classroom.
Morning, Sam.
The evidence has been destroyed. Well, this is the last thing to link me to Jan. All right, be cool. Summer, it's me. Very funny. Yeah, the beach is open already. You ought to come down and check it out. Yeah, I'll bet. Look, I've got an apartment I want to show you later on today. You have time to take a look? Yeah, that's fine with me. I'll give you a call and set up a time. Either that or you could just come down here and check it out. Great. I'll talk to you then. Bye.
Warren, I tried to call you last night.
I was out.
I was worried about you.
Mom, don't worry.
Well, I was.
Mother,
I need to...
Look, I have some information that might be of interest to you.
What?
I had a conversation last night with Kelly Capwell.
And?
And she's gonna take up the investigation where Joe Perkins left off.
Well, what does that mean?
It means that she's looking to find the real killer, some kind of tribute to Joe Perkins' memory or something.
Warren, that's terrible news. Do you know what that means?
Look, if she wants to play Nancy Drew, let's let her, all right? I'll even give her my secret decoding ring.
This is nothing to laugh at.
I can try, can't I?
Don't you understand that she has access to things, places, people that Joe couldn't get anywhere near? Joe had to break into the Capwell house. Kelly can walk in and out of Channing's room whenever she likes. She can look at his letters. She can hire private detectives if she wants to. She has unlimited resources.
Mother, worry about something worth worrying about, okay?
It's only fools who don't know when it's time to be afraid.
Okay, fine. I'll go around shaking in my boots if you'd like, if that'll make you feel any better.
How can you be so nonchalant about this?
Because I know I'm not the person she's looking for, all right?
I want you to be very careful. You can't afford to make any mistakes now.
Oh, well, I wish I knew how to live my life without making mistakes. Does anyone?
You know very well what I'm talking about. Just be careful who you confide in.
Oh, are we not mentioning some special name here?
Yes, we are not. All right, I'll say it. I have a lot of reservations about Summer Blake, that girl you suddenly seem so much of. You trust her too much. You can't afford it.
Don't start getting paranoid, Mother.
It is not paranoia. It is a question of caution. I don't want you to find a noose around your neck.
Oh, listen, this is getting to be very tiresome. How many times am I going to have to tell you that I had nothing to do with Channing's death?
You stole from the Catwells. Don't you think that's enough to get you in terrible trouble if it's discovered?
It's not going to be discovered. Look, I know how much you like to play mother, especially when you have nothing else to do. But for my sake, would you take up golf or knitting or something? It'd be better for all of us.
I don't really appreciate your sarcasm.
Well, you're the one that drives me to it, Mother.
You would trust a girl that you hardly even know instead of your own mother. Not that I'm decrying Miss Blake's charms.
Look, let me say this. For once and always. Butt out of my life. I hate to put it this way, Mother, but I'm sick and tired of your concern, of your worry, of your overprotectiveness. Where was all that when I needed it, huh?
What are you doing here?
I'm here to see you.
I don't want you coming to my office. Get out.
Oh, Antonio, you treat me like a social outcast. I'm here on business just like anybody else. You owe me 24 more payments.
Well, next time you can come to my apartment. But I don't want you coming here, Ginger.
I wish you wouldn't keep giving me orders. It makes me cross. I've already done more for you than you deserve.
Oh, and how do you figure that?
I'm allowing you to pay me back in installments, aren't I? That's something I said I would never do.
Oh, you really love to put the screws to me, don't you, Ginger?
You had it coming, sweetheart.
Now you listen to me.
Don't protest. I'm only getting back a little of my own. Very little so far. You have another payment for me today.
Count it.
I don't have to count it. If you are short, I know where to find you, don't I?
Now get out of here.
I do wish you would come back to work for me while you still have your looks. As they say, married you can always get.
Do you want me to show you the way out of here, Ginger?
I think I can find a way.
You've been kind of a father to him yourself, as if you were your own flesh and blood.
And I feel that way.
And you were the one who made all this possible. You found a little boy for me and arranged the adoption. You've watched over both of us and taken such wonderful care of us, like a second father.
And I intend to go on being just that. I want to watch him grow and develop and be part of it.
Cece, a while ago, Mason was asking me questions I couldn't answer. Do you know who his real mother and father were?
Now, Gina, we had a pact. You promised you were never going to ask me about that. Never.
Hello?
Mason, it's Peter.
Oh, hi, Peter.
Listen, Mason, I have some information I want to share with you.
Oh, what's that?
Well, I don't want to talk about it over the phone. I need to do this in person.
reason for us to meet. I hope we could avoid that. What's it about?
Well, I'll tell you this much. It has to do with your father. I think you'll find it fascinating.
Why don't you come over to my office and I'll fill you in. Bye.
Are you sure you're all right, Mr. Bottoms?
Far from it. I'll probably be in a full body cast for months. I'll get you for this. You and your trainer both. And maybe the rest of your caravan, too. Someone get this beast out of here.
Mr. Bottoms.
What is it? Don't tell me it belongs to you.
No, sir. We have a German Shepherd. No, I just wanted to show you this. I read it in this morning's paper. It said a camel escaped from the circus.
That's probably what happened. It just ran away and wandered into our schoolyard somehow.
Yeah, my guess is this creature just wandered into the door when the door was left open by a janitor.
The door was not open. It was locked. I unlocked it. Perhaps the circus decided to move its winter quarters to my office. If I hear one more smirk out of any of you, you will live to rue the day. Now, I want to tell you something. I do not believe what it says in this newspaper. I think someone in my class is responsible for abducting the camel and putting it in there. That's right, putting it there. I intend to find out. And when I do, that someone is going to pay dearly. Mark my words.
Santana.
Good morning.
Oh, I'm glad you could make it.
Well, it's a treat to get out for breakfast.
Well, it's a feeble attempt on my part to apologize to you for my very bad behavior yesterday. You must have thought I was bizarre.
Well, I didn't know quite what to think. I mean, you came rushing into my apartment, searched it, scared me half to death, and then rushed right out.
Yes, but there were extenuating circumstances.
I found out about that. Mrs. DeMont's little boy was lost, and they thought he was kidnapped.
Yes, and it was a very terrible couple of hours for her, as it was for all of us. But we found the boy, and all of that doesn't mean anything anymore.
Cece, what I don't understand is why you didn't say something to me when you stopped by. Didn't you think I'd be interested?
Well, since it didn't concern you, I really didn't want to bother you with it. Look, I know I've handled it very badly, and I'm very sorry. Will you forgive me? And will you accept this as an apology?
You didn't have to do this.
I know, but I wanted to. Well, open it. Let me know if you like it.
Well, I don't have to open it to know if I like it.
Now, that's too easy. Open it.
Oh, it's lovely.
Good. Then am I forgiven?
Yes. For this time and the next one. You know, I wasn't so angry as I was puzzled and frightened.
Then it's all behind us. Oh, I have ordered us a very special breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
It should be here very soon. Incidentally, are you free this evening?
Yes.
Good, because I'd like to take you to dinner.
Breakfast and dinner all in the same day? You know, people are going to start talking.
Good. They talk anyway, so let's give them a good reason to talk. How about if I pick you up about 7?
What?
Good. Oh, excuse me. I have to make one quick phone call. But I'll be back before you finish your orange juice.
All right. Cece, what is bothering me so much? Gina DeMont? No, I think I've won that battle. Her son, Brandon.
Nice. Come on in. Sit down and make yourself comfortable. Can I have Veronica bring you some coffee?
No, and I don't want my pipe and slippers laid out either. I came to find out what you were so mysterious about over the phone.
I wasn't trying to be mysterious.
What is it?
Okay, I'll get right to the point. I know that you and your father haven't been hitting it off too well lately, especially since his birthday
That's
party.
something I'd rather not get into with you, Peter. It's none of your business.
You've always taken a back seat with your father, haven't you, Mason? First it was Channing and now Eden. Sometimes I feel genuinely sorry for you.
I don't want your pity either, Peter. Have a productive day.
Mason, wait a second. Listen, I have something I think that will make your father take notice of you.
You're treading in very dark waters, Peter. You're involving yourself in the private lives of a family you're not yet a member of.
Oh, but you involved yourself in my private life, Mason. You had me followed, remember?
Well, that was different. I explained that to you. You're an outsider. The same rules don't apply.
Yes, Mason, but now that Joe Perkins is out of the picture, I'm going to be marrying into the family. I won't be an outsider any longer.
That remains to be seen.
Think about it, Mason. My only competition for Kelly has now managed to vanish from the face of the earth.
Peter, if I were you, I wouldn't crow over the misfortunes of others.
Mason, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, then you're certainly welcome to leave. I know that my information will be very valuable when I decide to use it.
Oh, all right, Peter. Just what does this information of yours concern?
It's a little family secret, Mason.
Well, everybody's got their secrets, even my father. Knowing them doesn't change anything.
Oh, knowing this one might change the way you think.
How did you come by it?
Well, I'm a lucky man, Mason. I always have been. Things just seem to fall into my lap sometimes. My information is the kind of thing that might help to clarify where your father's loyalties really lie.
Indeed.
Uh-huh. In fact, I've had a little conversation with him, and he swore me to secrecy. Now, that should tell you how important it is to him.
Now, let me get this straight, Peter. My father has sworn you to secrecy, and yet here you are begging me to force the information out of you. I'll have to keep that in mind if you ever do manage to worm your way into the family's inner circle.
Mason, as I see it, anything that means that much to your father is going to mean even more to you. So why don't we just level with each other, okay? Do you want to find out what it is I know, or do you want to climb onto your high principles and just ride on out of here? It's up to you.
Unless this little offering of yours comes unencumbered, Peter, perhaps we should discuss the business end of it first.
If you like.
What do you want in exchange for your secret information?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, Mason.
For how many seconds haven't you thought about it?
You know, I've learned one very valuable lesson from your family, Mason, that if you want something, you have to ask for it. And if asking doesn't do the trick, then you have to make it happen.
Well, Peter, I'd love to hear about all the lessons you've learned from my family some other time. How much are we talking about?
Well, you know, it's hard to set a figure on these things, Mason, but I imagine it's going to be worth quite a lot.
Oh, quite a lot is rather an abstract term, Peter. I hope we're not talking about king's ransoms here. We must be realistic above all else.
Oh, I'm going to be very realistic, Mason. You don't have to worry about that. I'm going to ask for what I really want.
Well, I suppose that's realism of a sort.
You know, if I were to set a price, Mason, I think I would want two things.
Well, two things?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're greedier than I gave you credit for, but do go on.
Well, first of all, I would want you to agree not to lobby against me insofar as Kelly is concerned.
Well, I don't think that's such an impossible demand. You do such a good job of working against yourself, Peter. I think I can agree to that. What else?
I need some cash, Mason.
Uh-huh.
$230,000.
What is this, Peter? A fire sale? A few days ago you wanted $250,000. Now you want me to give you $230,000. This rate, if I wait long enough, I'll be able to get everything you've got for about $5.
Not this you can't, Mason.
Oh, Peter, you're still in a lot of trouble, aren't you? Caught in some kind of net and thrashing about for all you're worth.
When you're through amusing yourself, Mason, you can let me know what you've decided.
Oh, I won't keep you waiting, Peter. I've decided you're insane. Certifiable. I wouldn't give you that kind of money for all the world. I told you that the last time we talked.
Yeah, but the last time we talked, Mason, I came to you for a favor. This time I have something to offer in exchange.
No. You're just peddling from a different pushcart, that's all. I'm still not interested, Peter.
Mason, I know you're going to be passing up the opportunity of a lifetime.
Now, if you wanted to tell me what you know and trust me to pay you what I think it's worth, Peter, then we might strike a bargain.
I'll bet. No, Mason, I don't think so. You see, I really don't want to be at your mercy. It's a little too far a fall for me.
Then it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do business after all.
Oh, I think you'll be back. I think you're going to want to know what I have to say.
Probably not.
And then they finally found Brandon, and we felt like having a celebration or something. Yeah, I know. Makes me wonder if I want to have kids. What a responsibility. I know it. Listen, Summer, what are you doing for the rest of the day? Why don't you take me to the museum? Show me around. Oh, I'd love to take you to the museum. I'm meeting Warren here. He's taking me apartment hunting. Taking me. Warren Lockridge? Oh, yes, I know. Capwells versus the Lockridges. Is it really so bad, Kelly? No, it's not bad. Well, anyway, he said that he knows a place that I would like, and since I've decided to stay here, I want to get into a place soon. No, I understand. How did you happen to meet Warren? Right here. A snack bar? Yes. To tell you the truth, at first, I thought he was absolutely insufferable. What a fathead. Anyway, after he burned his hand, I spent some time with him and got to know him a little bit better. And now he's not insufferable anymore? No, he's not. Well, anybody else in my family would put up a big argument for that one. Not you? Well, I don't hate him.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, Mason.
All alone, are we?
Yes. Your father invited me for breakfast, and then he had to leave for a business meeting in the middle of it.
Are you sure it was business? Most of his meetings these days seem to be taken up with Gina DeMott.
I'm sure your father does business with a great many people.
Well, that's true, but her in particular. He seems to be excessively concerned with her these days, since her husband died.
Excessively. What does that mean?
Just that he's been making a special effort to be with her, take care of her, and her son.
Well, your father is a very considerate and kind man.
You didn't always think that way. I seem to recall one time you referring to him as a stuffed shirt.
You know, the problem with knowing people for such a long time is that they remember too much about you. I was very young when I said that.
Well, under the circumstances, I suppose it's a good thing you changed your opinion. By the way, did you know that Gina DeMott's boy is adopted?
Adopted? No, I didn't know that. No one told me.
Well, hardly ranks with the great gossip of our time. Perhaps that's why.
I wonder why Cece didn't tell me that.
Oh, does he tell you everything now? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some business of my own to take care of.
All right, fine. You don't have to stay and entertain me.
It's a good thing. I don't feel very entertaining these days.
Adopted.
Dominic, I need to ask you some more questions about Augusta and Warren Lockridge.
I am going to tell you once again that it's too dangerous to keep pursuing this. There's a killer wandering out there somewhere, and he's very afraid of being caught. Killers and wild animals don't like to be backed into corners. It's not a good idea to antagonize them.
Look, I think somebody is making too much of this. If we're afraid, we'll never find him. Dominic, all I want from you is the same cooperation you were giving Joe.
Well, you're not gonna get it.
I'm willing to take the risk.
Your willingness won't salve my conscience once you're dead. I happen to care about you. Your brother's already been killed by this person. You may be next.
Kelly, just stay out of this. Leave things the way they are. Oh, man.
Be my son.